I'm about to interview someone who went from 0 to 100,000 followers in nearly 1 month, with the goal of posting every single day for the entire year. Meet Schlanman, who recently started a series on Instagram and TikTok where he creates a very aesthetically hard photo every single day, and he is also responsible for this video right here.
My car's mileage is boom!
So let's pick his brain right now. I wanted to focus on your Instagram, but I also want to talk about your other things too that you're doing.
Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You went from 0 followers to 100,000 followers in 30 days?
I would say, yeah, about 30 days, maybe closer to a month and a half. But yeah, just about.
What made you start that hard photo series?
Obviously, we worked on our own little hard photos video a while back. I've always loved it. That whole idea is very intriguing to me. The fact that you can make a photo that gives a certain emotion, even though it seems like all the types of photos that do that are very different. But why I started doing it is because of TikTok.
Who knew?
First of all, I discovered that I could get money on TikTok, so that's awesome. Sometime last year, I made a few shorts that I took more seriously than just making it on my phone. Used the camera, sat here at my desk, did a little spiel, edited it, and I made like $200.
From not your hard photo series, but something else?
Yeah, this was before. I made a little TikTok about Breaking Bad and how the last episode is Felina and how it connected to Marty Robbins and all that.
Bro, don't spoil it for me.
Funny enough that we brought that up because today's hard photo, which is I haven't done yet, or I took the photo, I'm editing the video, but is also Marty Robbins related, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway.
Background information?
Yeah. I learned about that I can make money, and also I was having trouble growing my TikTok audience because I think I had 60,000 followers at this point on TikTok specifically.
Still impressive.
It is impressive, but I didn't have an audience. I had a large following, but I didn't have an audience. I would post, and each post would maybe get 200, 400 views, unless I did something that would, go viral. Then I'd get an influx of people, influx of likes, and a bunch of new followers. But the thing is, those followers wouldn't watch anything else that I did because they would follow for the reason of the single video that I made. So the Breaking Bad one, they would follow for Breaking Bad stuff. But I'm not doing Breaking Bad stuff. I just did one little video on it. So I realized that my growth was stunted unless I kept wanting to do random fun facts or whatever. I didn't have a brand. I didn't have anything that people would follow me for. So I was like, I'm going to rebrand myself. I'm going to pick something and I'm just going to beat that down until I'm that guy. And because we had just done the hard photos video, I was like, this is fun. I like doing this. It'll be a challenge for me as well. I'll just be the hard photos guy.
You're the hard guy, bro.
So it was in an effort to rebrand, basically. And I was like, every day, this is going to work. And then I started doing it on TikTok. I think about 4 days in, I was like, I should start an entire separate Instagram for this. So then I just reposted onto Instagram.
Did you think it was going to do well on Instagram?
No, actually. The whole reason I made the Instagram was kind of as a log. I was like, so I'm taking pictures, but I can't just post the pictures on TikTok. I have to post the entire video. But if I have an Instagram, I could have the individual photos and then I'll post the rest, the videos as reels alongside the photos. So it was mostly just to keep track of everything, have a place where everything is at. And then a few weeks in, I was like, I got 10,000 followers. Where did that come from? And then just kept going up. And I was like, this is working out.
In a few weeks, you reached 10K?
Yeah, I think it was 2, maybe 3 weeks. I think it was week 3. I went from, within 2 weeks, I had 8,000 followers. And then within 4 days, I went from 8,000 to 12,000 and it just kept going up. And I was like, this is unexpected, but I'm all for it.
Yeah, I remember I kept getting notifications. I left a comment on one of your videos. It's every day, a couple hundred people liked my comment and
yeah.
Wow, this video is really popping off for him.
I think it was day 12, which did the best and what had the biggest influx. I think it's at 1 million views as of now.
Yeah, it's at 1.6 million. I checked. I did my homework.
I don't even like that one as much. I don't even like that one very much.
Isn't that your banner for your YouTube channel?
No. My YouTube channel banner is, I don't remember, day 20 something.
That one also has 1 million views, so.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, shoot. The one I was talking about was the drone one, where I took the drone into my, that one it did the best first. It was the first one to get 1 million views. And I don't even like that one very much.
The drone should have been smoking. But yeah, what makes a hard photo, dude?
I talked about this a lot in some of the videos. I stopped talking about it more recently. Contrast, contradiction, and confusion. If it's something that is just weird, that could be hard. If it's two things that shouldn't go together that are also crazy, that can go hard. And then two completely opposite things going together, which is why, like, one of my favorites to refer to is the gas mask smoking. I'm wearing a gas mask, I'm smoking. That's completely contradictory, defeats the purpose of both. But I think that contradiction goes hard.
Do you think something like nerdy could be hard?
If it's combined with something not so nerdy, then yes.
Okay, the contrast.
The contrast there could be nerdy. What's something like that you're thinking of for like nerdy?
Say like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Yeah, I think Dungeons and Dragons, if I had to make a Dungeons and Dragons like photo, get the board, get a lot of the figurines, and put some non-Dungeons and Dragons figurines in there as well.
Put Master Chief in there.
Yeah, like a little Master Chief or something. Set it up so he's like on the board as a giant. That could go crazy. Or, a gun.
All right, we're brainstorming.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, watch
or
this
alcohol.
be... True. Watch this be a new post in a couple days.
I have no Dungeons and Dragons stuff though, so I couldn't do that if I wanted to.
So on TikTok, I don't know if you want to talk about this. How much money have you made, bro? You've gotten millions of views on Instagram, but TikTok is the only place you really monetize, right?
Yeah, I don't think I can monetize on Instagram, not directly at least. TikTok is like, you get a certain amount of views, we'll pay you. I think for Instagram, I'd have to use like affiliate links or sell something. So I'm not making money on Instagram. I'm using Instagram to make money, but I don't have time to do that. On TikTok though, I think it's about like 50 cents per 1,000 views.
That's better than YouTube. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty damn good. And the thing is, it depends on the retention. So on average, I think it's $1 per 1,000 views, or 10,000. $1 per 1,000 views if the video is longer than a minute. But that's like just a ballpark. Depending on how long people watch your video for, that dictates how much you get paid. So for me, it's I think about 50 cents because the retention's not 100% because you can't expect it to be. But yeah, in the month of January, I made $600.
Okay. I never saw that coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
The month of February, TikTok was coming after me. They did not want me to succeed. TikTok was hating on me. So I still pushed through and I made about 180, 190, almost $200.
Views were just down at the time.
Views were down, and anytime a video would do well, they would strike it and demonetize it for no reason. Dude, TikTok hates me for some reason.
They hate everyone, let's be real.
Yeah, I had an idea that at the end of each month, I would post a TikTok slideshow with all of the photos. So January 31st, I did that. Within 5 minutes, they took down the video and gave me a strike.
Oh shit.
They didn't tell me why.
Is it like, how many strikes? Is it like 3 strikes and you're out?
I think it's like 5 or 6.
All right, they know they're gonna abuse it a little bit, so.
Yeah, it's like 5 or
scary.
6. Plus they fade after a while. So I think if you have like 3 or 4, then they're like, dude, you're walking on. I think at like 3, you can't post or comment for like 2 weeks. At 4, it's like a month that you just can't post or comment. You can still go on it, but you can't like create or interact or reply to comments. And I think it's like number 5 or 6 where they just get rid of your account completely.
That's when the hard photo series is over. Is that when we're calling it quits?
Well, no, we're just calling it quits at the end of the year. I'm going to be done. But February, almost $200 because they kept messing with me. I barely was able to get 10,000 views. And whenever I would, they would just be like, demonetized. And you're like, why? Why is that? They're like, oh, because it was violent. You're like, dude, it's a picture of me pretending to be in like Minecraft. They're like, oh, dangerous activity. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm cutting a watermelon in half. Or like one of the ones was my dog driving, and they were like shocking content and gore, demonetized. I'm like, dude, this is like 150,000 views. This could have made me like $100. But they're like, no. I'm like, what do you mean gore? It's my dog in a car. So February was tough. They hated me. But then this month, or I guess last month, the March, I made $459.
That's actually insane. You have a more consistent income on TikTok than I do on YouTube. That's fucked up. Holy shit.
Yeah. I'm not even monetized on YouTube, so.
I mean, you still made how much money on YouTube though?
$4. But it never got paid to me.
Yeah, they stole you. They stole your money.
They still owe me.
So do you like have anything against affiliate marketing or sponsorships?
I don't have anything against it. I just don't have the time to seek it out yet. Because I feel like I totally could do affiliate marketing, market.
Absolutely.
Link to some of the cameras that I use. Like a lot of people ask about.
You mentioned Lightroom so many times. You could do like an Adobe subscription.
I would love to. Or like, a lot of people ask about this little camera that I use a lot. Affiliate link to that would be sick. I just don't have the time to set it up because I'm working on the next video.
I would use your link, man.
Thanks.
Listen, I'll be your manager. Cut it 50-50.
Oh, shoot.
No, I'm joking.
People have also asked me to like sell prints and stuff, which I would love to do. I just don't have the time to set that up.
Do you have like a strategy, like an idea for what you're going to do in the future? Like when the hard photo series is over?
Yeah, just go back to my YouTube pretty much. I've missed doing that. This, like I said, was a huge marketing thing for me to switch and like give myself a brand on TikTok. And I mean, it's working, especially on Instagram. And I think that by the end of it, hopefully I can be like, this is the end of that. If you guys want to see more of what I do, because I'm not going to stop making content, check out my YouTube channel. Stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully by then my audience is loyal enough to me that they'd be willing to see what else I have to offer.
I mean, you have an audience of like 30K, 40K that is actively showing up on Instagram.
Yeah, so I mean, I even made the subreddit and that's at about 1,000. So I know that I have 1,000 people that at least are willing enough to change platforms to go to my subreddit. So maybe I could just push them over to my YouTube. By the end of the year, we'll see. That's why I formatted the videos the way I did, is because I don't want them to just watch for the photos. I want them to watch for me. That's why I have my face cam on. I don't talk strictly about the photos. I talk a little bit about my day, my thought process. I want them to get used to me as a person so that no matter what project I'm doing, maybe they'd be interested.
Yeah, I think you're doing that very well. I mean, clearly you're doing it well because you have 1,000 members on Reddit. That's very impressive.
Yeah, it did. I tried once. I think it was last week. I posted a YouTube video for the first time in like 5 months. I posted it on my Instagram story, which was viewed by like 15,000 people. And I was like, oh, this is good. They know about the YouTube. Let's see if that influences. I was like, yeah, let's see if they go watch it. Let me check.
How many views did you get?
It's been a week. I have 233 views.
And it got 10,000?
My Instagram story announcing this video got 10 to 15,000 views.
Bro.
So 10 to 15,000 people saw my Instagram story where I said new video out. So I don't know how well it'll work.
That is...
Hopefully by the end of it.
That's disturbing. Holy
shit. That was a punch to the gut.
I mean... Do you have like a strategy that you're going to come up with for that? Or?
Well, that's the reason I made the Reddit, is because I wanted to interact with my audience. And there's so many people who posted on the Reddit. So I'm hoping that when I make the YouTube video of me like reacting to their hard photos, it'll get them to watch that video. Because they're going to be like, oh, let's see if my post is in it. Let's see if I'm in this video. So because they have more of a connection to that video specifically, I'm hoping that more people will transfer over. Also because it's the same subject that they're all following me for already, the hard photos. So that was my idea, to see if I could use that to literally reel them in by saying like, hey, send me your photos. I want to interact with you guys and make a video about it. We'll see if it works.
Did the hard photo guys see my hard photos?
Exactly. That's the plan. Since they are, they have a connection to that video, they're going to want to watch it to see if they're in it or not, which is why I made the subreddit. And we'll see. If it does well, I'll do some more of those.
I feel like... Did you have to do moderating on that? Like
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do any moderating because, that ruined me seeing the photos for the first time. So I just, on my Instagram story, I was like, if you're down to mod my subreddit, let me know. A few people came in and I was like, hey, here's the idea. No dicks, nothing sexual, nothing gory. Other than that, judgment's up to you. And I'm like, sick. Made them mods, and I just stepped back from the subreddit. That way I didn't get spoiled on any of the photos.
Yeah, because I feel like 40% of people, when they hear the word hard photos, it's a little sketchy.
Dick pics. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But it worked. I think the video's gonna be good. If it does well, I'll do more like it. But if it does anything like my last video did, ouch.
I mean, the more you post, the more traction you're gonna build on your older videos as well. So
that's what I'm hoping for.
It's how it works, man. You gotta post more.
I know, but the thing is, this hard photo a day takes up so much time.
Yeah, I understand. You make shorts at what point do you get an editor?
When I could pay for one, which I can't.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, 30 videos a month is probably very expensive to pay for.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that.
So do you have any advice for anyone who's wanting to start short form content on social media?
I guess I would say the biggest thing that separates you from everyone else is yourself. So unless you want to be one of those low life reposters, who take the freaking GTA car videos and put a clip of Family Guy on top. I mean, that makes money, apparently.
Hell yeah, man.
But if you want to, become someone, for you want yourself, then market it as yourself. You're the biggest thing that makes you different from everyone else. Lean into that. Do whatever you are interested in, but add your own spin to it. And do it consistently and just, keep it simple. That's like the overarching thing. Consistently.
This guy is the definition of consistent.
Yeah, we're coming up to 100 days in a row.
That's fucking crazy.
But also, don't waste people's time. That's the more overarching thing. More specifically, cut out any for shorts, you need to get people's attention. Cut out any silence when you're editing. You don't want any and then you keep speaking. Cut. You want audio all the way through. Keep people interested. Colors, shapes, moving things, funny sound effects. Other than that, just build a brand.
Most important thing, funny sound effects.
Funny sound effects.
So you've been posting every day, nearly 100 days straight. How do you deal with burnout?
I don't have it.
You don't have burnout?
No, I mean, the closest I could get to burnout is me just being tired from work, but I always have ideas. So I always have something that I want to do. I have a notebook full of ideas that I've yet to touch. Some of the ideas I have written down since before I even started the series. I just never got around to doing them. I have short film ideas, YouTube videos ideas. That part is not the issue for me. Literally the hardest part is just I get home from work and I'm just drained mentally or physically. I'm just like, I don't want to get up and do anything. Mentally, I would like to create. I love it. But physically, I just feel too tired to do it. How do I deal with that? Is I made a promise to the internet, and I know that I'd get dragged in the mud if I don't fulfill it. I said every day, I gotta do every day.
It's out of fear.
Yeah. It's the easiest way to stay accountable is to do it in front of people. Because now they get to keep me accountable. So like I said, I threw it into the internet, promising that I would do a certain thing. So now I am obligated to do that, or else I'm going to have to deal with the ramifications.
I mean, yeah, if you have something to lose, good motivation to keep pushing.
Exactly. So
I really like that answer.
Yeah, it was all calculated because now, like I said, I can't just miss a day. No matter what happens, I have to figure it out. I could be low energy for a day. I think I did. I've been sick a few of the days. I also had a nasty hangover one of the days. But that's fine. I still got something out there.
Making a short on a hangover fucking sucks, bro.
It was horrific. Some people were like, oh, the photo's mid. I'm like, bro, the fact that I even posted is a miracle. You should just be happy that there's something for you to watch right now. Because I want to kill myself.
Oh, shit,
but it worked out. Because, I had to keep it consistent. This is my Hail Mary. If I'm not famous by the end of this, no, I'm just kidding.
You did a photo. You did a photo shoot with this guy on American Idol.
Yeah, I did.
I would say that's a crazy Like, how did that happen?
He went to my church. we were in church on Sunday, and then they were like, hey, we have these, I don't want to say what college he goes to,
No,
just in case.
Don't dox him.
But, you know, they were like, oh, this college, they're doing a tour with their a cappella group, and they made a stop by in San Francisco, and they're going to sing for us. Great job, they did. And I was looking, and I was like, I've seen that guy before. I wasn't wearing my glasses, but I'm like, he looks really familiar to this dude I see on TikTok. And, you know, he's in an a cappella group, and he's singing as the bass. And I was like, that's too many things are lining up. This could be that guy. And then after the service, I saw him, and I was like, I walked up to him, and I went, TikTok? And he went, yeah. And I went, sick. I shook his hand. And then that was pretty much it. And then I followed him on Instagram like an hour later on my Instagram that has like 100,000 followers.
Damn, this guy has
more followers than him on Instagram. On TikTok, he's got like 5 million, so I'm not even touching that. So I reached out to him on Instagram, and I was like, yo, dude, I was too sleepy to properly say what's up. How's it going, dude? Let's chat. And we just talked for a little bit, and I was like, hey, well, you're in the area. You know, I'd be down to take some photos of you. I'm a photographer by trade, so let's make something happen. And then he did. So then I drove out to where he was staying. We hung out for a weekend, for like an afternoon, and I just took photos. It was complete coincidence. But once I met him, I was like, I got to make sure that I got this guy's connection. So I did. Networking.
That is the craziest, most unexpected answer I have ever. Wow.
Complete coincidence. I saw him and I was like, I got to connect with this dude.
I thought that was all just extremely calculated. Like,
no.
He reached out. He saw your short and was like, yo, bro. Take some photos for me.
I saw him and I was like, I know who you are. I also have a good amount of followers, so let's be buddies. And then he was like, sounds good.
Let's be clout buddies.
Let's be clout buddies. It worked.
Yeah. That is going to be a crazy intro. Shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, do you have any last words, bro? Before I smite you?
Stay hard, brothers, and see you one day 100.
Use Viagra.